You are of infinite worth and boundless potential. This is a foundational truth of reality and resides within us all. This truth I realized through the practice of meditation. By sitting in mental silence, purely conscious of my own thoughts, my own inner beliefs and values that made up my identity, I was able to see which were false and which were fundamentally true. This is an ultimate desire of mine to help others consciously see themselves in this light and embody this truth. So welcome to Infinite Worth Meditation. My name is Sam Breslaw and I'm a meditation teacher. I've developed my own form of meditation practice and have created a technique called conscious discernment. The type of meditation that I focus on is aligning the conscious mind with the wisdom from your emotions. And this, of course, is based on the presupposition that your emotions are made of truth. The truth of knowing you are an infinitely valuable individual who's infinitely important and relevant, and you always have been. Now this type of meditation is based on age-old principles and is dependent on developing the ability to allow your mind to fall silent and to be the pure observer, like I mentioned before, of your own thoughts. When you can do this, that is when you can gain access to wisdom from your center, and it is only then when you can then deepen and expand your identity towards the truth of what you are. Over the last 5 years, I've accumulated a vast body of scientific, philosophical, and experiential knowledge, essentially exploring the real connection that we have with the infinite, with the metaphysical realm of reality. This information has been organized in order to now communicate it via my blog called Infinite Worth Blog. I've found in many meditation programs there is a lack of discussion and understanding as to why meditation is so beneficial, why paying attention to your thoughts, being the silent observer, is so spiritually, physically and psychologically enlightening for the individual. So the blogs that I will be posting will contain a lot of discussion around why this state of silence and purity is, number one, why it's existent, why it does reside within you, and why it is so life enhancing. Within my blog, I'll also be giving a lot of practical information, especially guided meditations, of course, with supportive videos. But we'll also be discussing lifestyle implications in order for you to live in line with the philosophy that I espouse, which is fundamentally based on the truth of everyone's infinite worth. This type of meditation is for anyone who suffers from mental health or nihilistic beliefs, which is the belief that ultimately everything is relative, subjective, and of no meaning. It is also for anyone who seeks to find aspects of themselves that are not yet uncovered, essentially trying to unfold the utmost of your potential. This is also for anyone who feels there's more to life, who feels there's more to themselves and the life in which they lead. It is also for anyone who is interested in meditating, beginners, but it is, of course, it's excellent for those people who have been meditating and know they're sort of getting somewhere but can't quite put their finger on what it is they are seeking. So Infinite Worth meditation really allows all individuals, an entry point for all individuals to connect and engage and uncover aspects of your own identity which have been there waiting for you to pay attention to. Fundamentally, this is a meditation that is identity transforming. The idea is to know oneself essentially as being of self-love. That is another central axiom to the philosophy of Infinite Worth meditation. Knowing oneself experientially and consciously experiencing the reality of this truth, of this self-love that is at the center of you, that life as a whole in fact has for itself, allows you to see the world through different perceptive lens, and it allows you to connect with others from this same understanding of the universal love. Therefore, one can think of this type of meditation as a form of remembrance, because this self-love that is at the center of all life is ancient. And when you, in a meditative state, pay attention to that which you are, you can experientially understand that this memory of self-love within you is the most real aspect of you. Upon remembering this pure aspect of your identity, you are able to unfold levels of potential that goes far beyond your imagination. And that is the cyclic process that we want to stimulate in meditation. Remembering what we are in order to unfold the potential of what we can be. Another focus I have is educating people on the non-dual nature of consciousness. Non-dual meaning no two. And essentially this means that everything that exists is connected by one perfect field of self-knowing consciousness. I have written extensively about this, and you can find my published papers in the links on my website, and it is it's pretty intense reading, and it goes very deep, and it's not for everyone, but for those who want to go deeper, because it's completely consistent and coherent with the philosophy of Infinite Worth meditation. So if you want to go deeper, that is an avenue you may want to explore. Ultimately though, my intentions are to alleviate as much unnecessary suffering as possible. I am becoming increasingly aware of the exponential suffering that is being caused from a false a false sense of identity people are enclosing themselves within. I simply want to help people understand that they are far more than they think, and that they can create a life far beyond what they could ever imagine. And I simply want to I want to wake people up to what they really are, because once you start on this path, and it isn't an easy path, but it is the most meaningful, purposeful, rewarding, self-loving path that you could ever embark on. And you will, once you start knowing the true self that you are, that is when you can start living the life you know, deeply emotionally know you were meant to lead. So, welcome to Infinite Worth Meditation.